Yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? It's your boy Drew, you heard? Yo, so I need to get more comfortable with like an introduction and how I start my video and shit. But listen, man, everything can't be spontaneous, bro. Like, everything you do cannot be spontaneous. There has to be some type of strategy and plan and intention, right? How can you move intentionally without knowing how your day is going to go, without planning it the day before, without strategizing how to do things, when to do things? Sometimes, right, how you start your day impacts the rest of your day. How you end your day impacts your tomorrow. So those are things where you have to consider, right? You can't just live shit on airplane mode, or you know what I'm saying, on autopilot, I should say. um that's just not the best or smart, or yeah, it's not the smartest way to attack your day. I know it sounds like I'm circling around the idea, but I'm trying to figure out the best way to articulate it, right? Compartmentalization, knowing when to do something, how to do something, how to just focus in the moment, how to be present and understand, like, yeah, you might have all these things going on in your head, but right now it's not going to serve you to think about those things in order for you to focus. It's not going to serve you to worry about anything else you have to worry about if you need to be present in this moment to get something done, right? So there's like this a lot of 20-minute periods, 15-minute periods, 30-minute periods where, you might just use it to scroll, or you might just use it to do whatever, where you could use those little time periods, those little time slots, to really get yourself ahead, really progress your day, right? Like, yo, I'm gonna use this time right now to get gas. I drive Uber, right? So I strategize a lot of what I do around the best times to drive Uber. That way I'm available so I can make the most money in the smallest amount of time, right? Like, that's how I think. That's how I operate. So I'm going to get gas right now, fill up my tank, right? It might cost me $40, $50 to fill up the tank, but I could turn that 50 into 200 if I drive at the appropriate time to make the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time while using the least amount of gas. Like, that might sound like a lot to think about, but that's how my brain works, so I can get the best out of everything. The most amount out of my gas, the most out of my time, right? The most out of Uber, right? So taking the time out to plan and strategize and think about these type of things, I'm able to benefit in three ways, right? So it may sound like a lot. It may sound like I was speaking circles at first, but there's a gem there. There's a gem there. You just gotta unpack it, right? Strategizing and planning, and understanding that strategizing and planning, there's gonna be something you can't account for. There's gonna be a part of the equation that you did not account for, that you could not account for, that you can't control. It's always like that. Inconveniences happen. They just happen every day. Like, you could have it all planned out and something will just happen. As well, inconveniences happen, as well as spontaneous events happen. So it's like, yeah, you might want to live spontaneously and just go with the flow and go with the flow, but it's gonna happen regardless. So if you just plan your day and you strategize how you're gonna do shit, you get your outfit ready the night before, so you don't got to think about what you're wearing the next morning, or you just buy a very select few outfits and you just recycle them in different ways, so you don't have to think about the clothes you're gonna wear, because every second, every moment that you spend thinking about something that you could have done beforehand is gonna slow you down. You Life is automatically gonna slow you down. You don't want to be a part of the reason why you're being slowed down, why you're not progressing. You can't control your environment, your surroundings, the people, all that, right? You can control yourself. So if you can control yourself, you could get so much far ahead simply by planning shit out the night before, the day before, writing it down, thinking about all the different ways to improve. You don't put no thought into it, no effort, but you expect to win, and you expect the best outcome, and you spend your time complaining about your life rather than taking it over. It's on you to take it over. You're the driver, bro. You can't help what the roads are like, potholes, icy, all that. You can't help the traffic, but you are the driver. You can put time and effort into improving the way you drive your car. You can't control anything else. You can even work on the kind of car you drive, bro. You can get in that gym, you could read books, you could do all these things to improve your car, improve your driving skills. You just can't help the road that you're on. That doesn't mean you can't make it far. That doesn't mean you can't drive up the mountain. And when you get up that mountain, bro, you're going to want to drive up another mountain, because that's just what it is. That's what it is. It's about defeating the giant, playing the game, beating the game, and then you play a new game, bro. It's never going to stop. It's never going to stop. But you're not going to win. You're not going to beat games if you don't put in the effort to do so. You have to strategize how to play the game. There's going to be one level, one boss where it's just so difficult, where it takes you 30, 40 tries. And you probably could have beat them on the second try had you planned it out. You got to strategize. You got to plan it out. And know that I don't really like the saying, a man who fails to plan plans to fail. Because sometimes just getting up and going helps you get, sometimes over planning could get in the way of you just getting up and going, because just doing shit will give you that data on how to strategize. So it's like you need a little bit of both. You need a little bit of, yo, I'm gonna just do it. All right, I got some feedback, I got some data, now let me strategize on how to do it better. The failing is learning, right? But if you spend so much time planning, you ain't gonna do nothing. So it's, you want to strategize, you want to plan, but you don't want to waste time planning too much. Okay, that's how you go about that. Yeah, man. But yeah, bro, it's on you. You are the driver. You are the driver. You are the car. You are the engine. You are all these parts, bro. All these parts. The only thing you can't help is the road you drive on. But if you work on the car enough, you could get through that traffic. You can get through that road, and who knows, man? Who knows where you're able to put yourself? But I'm telling you this, you don't want to be the reason holding you back. That's a fact.